Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. We're revisiting this today, well, because, if I time this right, you should be able to claim it for free on the Epic Games Store, at least for the rest of this week. If you're not familiar, they give away a new game every week. You go over there, claim it, no strings attached, you own it forever, right? And this is a great game. Actually, this is a perfect game to put on Epic for free. I'm a big fan. We've been checking back in over the years. It's made by Slytherin, or published by Slytherin rather, and I quite like a lot of the sort of weird AA war games that they tend to put out as well. So what is this? It's Warhammer based. It's hex based. The pitch I always use is is not exactly charitable. It'd be, imagine if you made a game entirely based around like Civ, the Civilization game, Civ 6 combat, and you know, less the tech component. You just sort of lent into the combat, which is not the best comparison because combat's kind of the worst thing about Civ. However, it works really well in this game. It's not exactly going to break the bank mentally. I read some of the Steam reviews. There's a lot of DLC, a lot of factions, and people were complaining about a value proposition being an issue. I believe there's only 4 classes in the base game. I'm obviously playing on my Steam build, not the Epic build at the moment, because I cover all the DLC as they come out, but you can see it's quite robust. Space Marines and Orcs, I know for sure, are in the base game, and if I had to guess, it might be something like Tau and Necrons? Yeah, maybe Eldar, I'm not sure. Look, we'll just go Space Marines because they're generic sort of stuff, and I'll just roll up a game now, and off you go. So it is a sort of sandboxy game. In this Gladius, we'll skip over that. In this hex-based play space, but it doesn't require a lot of high brain function, which I think is actually perfect, right? So if you're going in for some really hardcore, engaging, turn-based stuff, that this isn't necessarily it, but this is actually a pretty good palate cleanse, I would say, a little bit more casual. Nothing against the game, of course. Disable tips, get rid of this crap. Now, it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to remember how to play. But generally speaking, again, if you played these 4X Civ sort of games, you'd be used to these hints down the corner. You can click on your units and tell them what to do. Space Marines, if you're somehow not familiar, are kind of tanky, bloody, you know, protagonists of the universe. They get all the buffs and none of the negatives. What we do need to do is build a base, and the way they do it is deploy city. So let's do that now. I mean, anywhere is as good as anywhere. That'll do. Let's put it there. That's kind of cool. The factions diverge a lot, right? And now I play Xenos on the tabletop, things like Orcs, Tyranids. So I lean towards that sort of stuff. These guys are a little bit more traditional, but you have like hive mechanics, and especially when you get into the Orc thing, you know, you lean into War, more like massive numbers than these guys. These guys are sort of smaller numbers, I guess. Anyway, I don't believe you can auto-explore in this, which is okay. Where are we? We're sort of in the corner of the world map. How about we move these blokes out here? Now, I should have stopped on that. You can see these probably better in the mini-map. It might be hard to see on video, I'm not sure. But these grey squares are claimable. If you go and walk onto them, you cap them and you gain a bonus from holding them, and then they change to your colour. Oh look, there's a webway gate, which I think gives away that one of my opponents is Eldar. They can sort of use these gates to jump around. Anyway, so it's set on this Gladius planet, and it's got all these really weird xeno-neutral species that you have to fight. So you're not necessarily in direct combat with the other 3 factions quite as much as you are fighting neutral enemies, which can do all sorts of wild stuff, all the way up to like possessing and stealing your dudes. So it's actually a really cool kind of edge of the universe exploration game. Order units, they've still got more moves. Oh, they must have stopped because of that. Alright, it's because they can shoot it. These things are quite hardy if I recall, so it might take a bit to kill it. That's okay. Order cities. So basically, you can give it 1 order at a time. It might not be clear. See these little hex pips? They're the buildings, if you will, that are on that square. And I think you can see here. Oh, I can construct some things. But essentially what you do need to do is explore more territory to open up more build slots. I might even just do that straight out the front. You can see there it says there's 0 slots there, but there's 2, 3, that sort of thing. This has a lot of bonuses, so maybe we go to there. And that's it. It's as simple as that. You choose a research. The research is, oh, what's this? Requires armory, Razorback. Okay. I believe like if you want to get 1 in tier 2, you have to do 2 in tier 1. So there's this doubling prerequisite. It's not super intense. Requires the armory. Or maybe we'll research the armory. Get a little tank going. And then off we go. So I don't believe we have a barracks at this point. And it gives you this sort of campaign meta mission to do. You see, deploy Fortress of Redemption next to a special resource feature and secure the perimeter. So what does this do? I haven't played Space Marines in years. Fortification that automatically gathers resources from adjacent special resource features. I can only assume that it's talking about one of these grey squares. Let's try it. Looks like it'll let me put it anywhere. Oh, you know what? It is highlighting them. Okay, there you go. Plus 20%. Plus, alright, so it's got 2 power. What's my power? 30 at plus 5. What happens if I put it there? Will that change that? Oh, well, there we go. Complete it. 30 at plus 7. There we go. So it's increased my income of power by plus 2. Very good. So generate 20 requisition per turn. Currently that's 8, which is this blue currency. And a lot of the way you build, at least the way I play it, is you're just sort of trying to stay in the black with as much of this as possible. And then building a force that challenges that, right? You got to make an army as big as you can sustain. It's pretty much all there is to it. Order units. Well, look, here's some dudes to start some shit with. Now you get melee units, you also get range units, can shoot an extra square. These are sort of just little local cultists. I might go help bash their heads in a bit. With the Emperor's Fist, are we? Oh, the best part of him. Alright, end turn. Oh, there come their mates. Oh, jeez. Put a dent in my boys. Oh, what's going on? Why does my fortress get a turn? Can it attack or something? Oh, let's go! Let's go then. Give him the bloody what for, eh? Okay. Now, I don't believe... You can see the prediction, casualties, that sort of stuff. Does this count as melee range? No. Yeah, so my dudes favour their bolters. I'm sure I can get like assault troops later on. It actually covers off a lot of the codex units, so it's going to be cool to see all that. And again, a lot of different factions. Now, I don't know if I finished my thought. One of the complaints seemed to be in the Steam review that the base game doesn't have quite that much content, and there's a lot of DLC that's expensive. It's interesting to read that, because I would argue, and it's hard to go into a time capsule, this game has plenty of content with the 4 base factions before any of the DLC existed. You know, before people even thought that there might be DLC. I always thought it was actually pretty reasonable. The 4 factions are different enough, and it's got enough replayability, and the loop's kind of addicting in a one more turn kind of way. But it's one of those things with hindsight, people are very skeptical of that kind of DLC, paradox, packaging. And now that this has like 6 DLC factions, I can understand that that's the modern perception, that it's trying to milk people for DLC. I don't know, each to their own. But I would say, especially if you're watching this video now, you're probably going to get this for free anyway on Epic. It's good value, and you're going to get hours out of it. Skip city? Why would I skip city? No. So there we go. We've claimed a new tile. And you can actually see the little grayed out squares. In fact, there must be a grayed out square there that I just can't really see. Yeah, I sort of can see it. It's very hard to see, but you take my word for it. There's two build spots there, and there must be another build spot there, right? So that's why I got the... that probably wasn't the best move, but I got it just to illustrate, because this might be a one and done episode. It's good to show off how the game works. Of course, if you do want to see some more, chucking a comment or even a thumbs up. I'm using a system these days which goes off likes, actually. So if it gets enough likes, I will do more episodes. We can continue to turn into a playthrough, but I'm happy for it to just be a once-off to let people know that the game exists if needs be. So if you go here, acquire tile, clear tile, which we can't do, but I think if we go into the forests, that might change. Interesting that it says plus 20% on all that, so that must apply to... I wonder if that gives me a universal bonus or just to whatever I build in there. Construct refractory. Building that generates... No, what we want is this. Produces infantry as well as increased population limit. Yeah, population. Used to operate buildings in the city. Each enabled building requires 1 population. Yeah. And we're growing. So there's a growth mechanic to it, which you've seen in Civ before as well. Anyway, so this produces dudes. Production 6. Oh, that's what it requires. Yeah, so it'll build in 1 turn. I'm just sort of trying to figure out if I can get a bonus for it. It doesn't look like it. I don't think I can, so I'll just plonk it there. That'll do. Looks like that's going to take 6 turns to build. So it's actually kind of quite punchy, quite fast-paced. I'm just taking the time to explain the mechanics as we go, so it's a little bit slower. Your units can sort of heal on the spot if needs be. Get them. Or what you can do, I believe that they heal faster in friendly territory. So what you can do is just send them back to base to sort of set up the heals. In turn, looks like the gate heals itself. Oh wow, we can't have that. Oh, who are these goobers? I don't think they were Eldar. I think they were just dudes rolling past the gate. Look at these doggies. Kroot hounds. Kroot. I think the Tau used the Kroot. Yeah. Whatever. Bloody enemy weeb faction. I don't really have a lot of time for them. Infiltrate. Oh no, these alright, they're in the hurt locker. We better send them home. Alright, research completed. The armory. That's wonderful. Boys, time to go home. Go home and heal. Alright, you go get amongst it. Let them have it. You can also upgrade your dudes potentially, we'll see, with research. Give them things like frag grenades, that sort of stuff as well. So you can give them sort of skill shot abilities on cooldowns. I don't believe we can build another city. We can build more of these fortresses if we need. Choose research. Well, I mean, we might as well research this Razorback. Well, what is there? There's the frag grenade, orbital scan, reclusium. Building that produces heroes. Yeah, so it has a sort of Warcraft 3-esque hero components. So you can build a super trooper. It's kind of cool. Send them home. So you can see they've taken that territory off me. In turn. Got any more moves left? Execute queued. Oh, right, because they're queued up over here. Very good. Oh. It looks like there's something moving around up there. Now, these blokes, I think what you could do, hold position until healed. Oh no, they're garrisoned. I think, yeah, while they're in that garrison, they will heal. Again, I'm a little rusty, but it's one of those things, it's like riding a bike. You can pick it up pretty quick. All right, order cities. Well, here we go. We've built our apothecarian. Now, this is how you build troops. You can't do things that you might do in something like a StarCraft where you'll put down multiple barracks to queue 2 different sets of dudes or to double up your speed. If you were to build more of these apothecarians, which you can, all they do is just lower the throughput speed of your thing. Now, different units come out of different buildings, like the armory we researched will have a different queue. But if you wanted to churn out a shitload of Space Marines, it's not that you can do multiple side by side. It would just reduce the cooldown each time you built a Space Marine factory. I believe that makes sense. So you can see that that's going to cost us 40 requisitions. So we'll queue that up. And I mean, I could queue more, but generally speaking, you know, you'll come up with your own idiosyncratic system, idiosyncratic, whatever you want to call it. Refectory. I mean, we're still in the black for all of our income. Gives us more research. Generates influence. What I wouldn't mind doing, here we go, look at this, construct an armory. See now, attributes. So does that increase my requisition and research by 2 as well? That's kind of cool if it does that. And then that says 20%. How's that going to affect what? 20%. Let's try and figure it out. Requisition 2, so it'll go to 8. It'll go to +8. But the 20% modifier, I don't know if that's going to make any big difference. 12 from 2. Okay. Oh, I'd have to wait for it to build anyway. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's queue that up. Oh, look out. Oh, a bit of Overwatch. And they're getting protected by the trees. No good. Yeah, let him have it, boys. Oh man, I nearly got him. Right, research completed, Razorback. Yes, there's a bit of fluff you could read. I don't really, whatever, you know. Choose research. Now, we could jump up into the next tree, or we could do these, like get hero units, for example. I don't know, Assault Space Marine sounds pretty sexy. Let's just jump on that. But you can see 49 research, and the previous tree's 31. I'm curious how that, see that says 72. I wonder if they're fixed costs forever. Because obviously our income is likely gonna change as we go. We don't really have anything going against our research income. But we're not in a screaming hurry to research more anyway. Our dudes are nearly healed. I'll leave it out, boys. Jeez, you're doing an awful lot of damage to Space Marines. Yeah, look, I might go back here and fight on my terms. How's that sound? It might get these boys into the fray. I hunger for battle. Oh, isn't that nice? Deploy Fortress of Redemption. Now, can I put it next to this and get another bonus? I wonder. We're at +4 power. Let's try it. Doesn't look like it. So I don't think it's cumulative. Yeah, that's okay. You live, you learn. More fortress things, please. More of those. All right, he's having a, oh, good. Oi, new Space Bros. Let's go. Let's just pound this thing, eh? Order cities. So we'll queue this bloke up. Oh, I can make bikes and Razorbacks, but I don't have enough requisition, right? So that's a bit of a problem. I might actually cancel this, dude. So a refractory generates resources. Looks like it makes 6. An armory would make 2 as well. That's kind of cool, isn't it? But let's just lean into... Let's build another refractory here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's let him have it. Assault Space Marines research. Wonderful. Gotta be careful walking through this crap. It's not good for your health. Alright. Assault Space Marines. They cost $40, do they? Let's get them. Choose research. 69. So the price seems to have gone down, right? I remember them being 72, weren't they? 46, 28. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know. Let's just do some basic. So, you know, there's some rudimentary. Do you build tall research or flat research? You're gonna research everything, or are you gonna push something up the tree? Alright. Frag grenade. Oh, we're just popping off now, aren't we? Border City. What's going on here? It seems... Energy we're losing, okay, yeah. Seems I can build another tile, but again, we're hurting for that resource. I don't really want to cancel the queued Space Marine. I'd rather not. I guess we'll just skip for the time being. Orbital scan, eh? I should have even read that. That would have been a wild idea. Oi, oi! I think I might have run out of map here. Now, they have frag grenades, which I think if you get in range... I don't believe they cost anything other than just a cooldown. So they're a big investment. Could claim a tile. No, look, we'll just wait. I think another turn will probably... Oh, population grew. Very good. Because that caps the functionality of your buildings. Oh, you can see it there in brackets, 5 out of 7. Orbital scan, here it is there. Reveals the target tile and adjacent tiles. Oh, yeah? Let's try that out up here. That's cool. Oh, I found you. Trying to run away. Oh, yeah? 40? I thought I could afford it. 30. No valid targets. Oh, you know what? I've used up all my build squares. You goose. You absolute goose. Well, hang on. What are we earning at a big rate? 13. So here will be a good test, because I'm trying to figure out if it's a plus 10% modifier to the buildings on the square, which doesn't actually make a lot of sense because they only earn like 4. Or is that plus 10% to my city? In which case, what's that? 1.3. So that should jump to 14 or 15 when I claim this. Or maybe I have to wait for them to finish claiming it. Reclusium. So what's that going to take? 2 turns? Get zapped. You goobers. In the name of the dark gods. Oh. Righto, if you say so. Execute queued orders. Oh, here come the assault boys. Look at them. They've even got little jump packs. Us, us, us. Let's test out the jump packs. Oh, it's very cute. Order City, so that's still expanding. Oh, surely we check out the biker boys. Yeah. Yeah. Come back here, you sooky Lars. Oh, mate. How do you not get involved? Let them have it. Nah, not enough to kill me. That's not a bad animation. I like that. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Well, I might just continue tromping up this flank here. Oh. Oh, they've overwatched me. They found me, Marty. Alright. Order cities. Well, look at that. So it's still sitting on 13. Well, throw me for a loop, game. Maybe it is just plus 10% of whatever's on that square, which is weird, but okay. Again, we're short requisition, so I think we'll wait. So it is interesting because I'm used to, like I said, I'll play orcs, Tyranids, that sort of thing. They're usually my go-to in general. And they're usually production houses. You know, you just churn boys out. Whereas with this, I'm sort of struggling to keep a lot of units up. Ooh, Fortress of Redemption, eh? So, oh, 2 more of that. That'd be nice. So plus 11 should go to plus 13. Plus 15. So again, the 20% bonus. Whatever. I don't know. Plus 30% as well. Oh, has that got to do with the tile that I placed it on? Oh. From loyalty, from buildings, from features. Okay. If you say so. Yeah, that's a little obtuse. I feel like they could explain that a bit better. Let's try frag grenading these dudes. Oh yeah. So I think you need to be adjacent to use the frag grenade. There we go. Alright, can we get like melters or crack grenades? That's a bit of a Space Marine thing. Alright, here we go. Requisition. Yeah, we definitely need to improve this. It's interesting. I wonder if re-bulldozing previous buildings is the move. Disable a building of this type, freeing its allocated population for other buildings. Oh. No, let's just plonk that there. Tactical Doctrine. Increases the accuracy of tactical Space Marines. That seems pretty good. Let's do that. Unclaimed items. Yeah, see, I need a hero for that. Seems I've recovered something that he can equip. Oh, look at these blokes. Little mech warrior looking dudes. Oh no, they're more like alien dudes. Let them have it. Yeah, they don't seem super impressed by that, to be honest. Oos. Get up there, boys. Up there, Kazali. Jeez, there's a deep reference. Oh my god. And now we're getting into it, you know. Just one more turn. Enslavers, they're the ones that can possess you dudes. I remember them. Tactical Doctrine, let's go. Oi, very good. Choose research. We got chaplain. Crack grenades, that's what I was talking about. There we go. Cool. I mean, bike's like 2 turns away. Oh, you kill me, game. I want to just keep playing. We'll spawn the bike. You can see what it looks like. Deploy tactical doctrine. Oh, it's a boost. Ah, I see. What is this foul Xeno device? Oh, goodness me. Fire in a hole. Wonder, can they attack as well? No. Alright, order cities. Again, I feel like we're really struggling. I might build... Oh no, we've already got a refectory building. Oh right, it's giving me the option because I can actually afford something now. Yeah, okay. Maybe I will. I'll queue up some assault space marines. Alright, just one more turn. Just one more turn. Now we're really starting to push into some resistance, some of the bigger duties. Start to be a bit careful here. There we go, look at them. Look at me little bikes. What have they got here? Jink? Oh, okay. God, I remember when they introduced that rule. Hate it. Reveals tiles in an area. Turbo boost. Increased movement, let's go. Wop, wop, wop. Very cool. All right, well, that'll probably do us for the moment. Like I said, if you want to see some more, let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, that sort of thing. Bit of feedback always helps. If not, one and done's fine. I like boosting, signal boosting games that people maybe don't know about. Especially in this case, go over to Epic, claim it this week, keep it free, try it out yourself, figure it out if it's for you. All right, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.